TV! What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rody. I'm here with another review. This time, DC animated, newly released movie, Justice League Dark. Alright guys, welcome back. So we're going to be talking about the Justice League Dark movie that just came out. Now I'm going to give you the pros, the cons, and just my personal thoughts on it. Not going to give you any spoilers so you can check it out. But let's start off with the plot. Now, this is following Constantine, aka John Constantine, who is a kind of magician slash dark person. He's able to use his mystical abilities to pretty much protect the good people and take care of the demons and send them to hell. And that's just kind of a synopsis of his abilities. He has the ability to use magic, and she tries to help good people and keep the darkness at bay. So this movie is pretty much following him along with Batman, the only real Justice League member to go throughout the entire story. Side note, they do have Superman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman, and I think Aquaman in a scene, but they are not really in the movie. Also, side note, the Green Lantern is John Stewart, the black version. So that was awesome to see. Hopefully he gets his own movie down the line. But back to the plot. This is following him, Batman, Zatanna, who is pretty cool in this movie, pretty much one of my favorite characters in this movie, as well as Boston Brand, who I didn't know who the hell he was. I thought he was Daredevil for a second. I was like, what the fuck, Marvel? But then, and the last character is probably my second favorite, Etrigran the Demon, aka Sir Rhymes a Lot, because every time he speaks, he rhymes, and I thought that was really, really cool. He's actually a character who was in Flashpoint movie that was really, really cool. Didn't realize that he was going to be somebody they put into this, but I guess it kind of followed the theme of kind of dark and mystical creatures, and that is pretty much the premise of the movie. They're trying to find out why humans are becoming evil and attacking people, and their worst thoughts and feelings are becoming their actual ambitions, and it's powering up some evil person. So that's the plot of the movie without giving away anything. And the one good thing I think I could say about it is that it's showcasing characters that we rarely ever hear about or see. Case in point, Etrigran the Demon and Zatanna. Zatanna is a character that was in the Justice League Unlimited series. Shortly, she was pretty much somebody, the one with the top hat, the magician. She was really, really cool in this movie. She showed power. She wasn't sexualized. She was somebody who took like force and stepped up and actually handled business the entire movie. I really, really liked her in this movie, and hopefully she can become more prominent in other movies, because I think she's a dope character that they could showcase off. She's somebody like Raven in the Teen Titans, who's just really kind of has a lot to give, but they really haven't dug deep into her yet. So I thought she was really, really cool. I really liked Etrigran the Demon. I thought that his scenes were really cool. He's a character that, again, we don't really get to see, so it was nice that they showcased him. Another, I guess, pro is that the story was a good story, but tying into a con, it didn't play out like I wanted it to. The story had the opportunity to be really, really good. Like the process of like, oh wow, this could turn out to be something good. It really didn't pan out that way. I was able to figure out who the villain was 15 minutes into the movie, even though they tried to show a person that they wanted you to be a villain, but they didn't hide it very well. I was like, okay, he's a villain. And the reason I was able to see that was because of the awkward pauses they had in this movie. There were so many awkward pauses, so many. It was very, very weird. Like, I don't know why the dialogue in this movie was so poor, but this is the first DC movie that I've come across that I didn't like the dialogue. And previously, that's the main thing I love about these movies, is the dialogue, the context, the pushing of the scenes. I felt like this movie didn't follow through with any of the other ones. Case in point, the previous Batman, Bad Blood with Damian. He's able to carry those movies and push forward because of his character, his personality. The dialogue is pushing forward and making you want more. Like, man, he's really passionate. Constantine didn't give that off. Constantine is the most dry, unambitious character they've ever put in one of these movies, which sucks because I look forward to these movies. I think they release maybe 3 or 4 a year, and I really look forward to them because it's comic book stories that they can bring to life, that people can start getting into these characters and like, man, who is this? Constantine sucks, and that's why the CW show failed, and they tried to get it on Netflix. Nobody wants to watch it. They even got the guy, Matt Ryan, the guy who played Constantine, to be the voice character. Maybe that's why it wasn't good. Like, he may not be a great actor for this person, even though he looks the part. He has the dry, dark sense of humor. It just doesn't fit, and I think that didn't work well because we have Batman, who's along with this crew, who has that sense of characteristics that's a little bit dry, dark, but he's Batman. That's his character trait. He's also amazing in the sense of being able to fight and push a story. Constantine couldn't do that. There were scenes when you were going to different characters that he had to interact with. He was just a complete jerk, and I understand that's a character trait, but he wasn't able to portray it the right way to make you want to be like on his side or like want more from him. It was just like, that's what he's doing again. Like, it was a letdown because I felt like this could have been really good. I also think that this should have came out in October around Halloween, not January. I don't know if they had issues with the movie prior to this, but it would have been perfect. I don't know if they were trying to use this movie to resurface the Constantine energy from the show that got canceled, but with this, I could see why it was canceled because I gave the show 2 episodes and I fell off of it. And with a movie like this, it had a lot of opportunity to bring characters that were never thought of. There's a character in this movie that you would have never thought would be in a DC movie, and I think they only pulled him out because they have the rights to him. When you see him, you'll know who I'm talking about. But it was cool to see him in the movie, but then he just gets demolished and he's out of it. It's like, why is he in it? So it was weird. Maybe they had to do what Fox did with like, we have to make a Spider-Man movie to keep the properties. Maybe they just had to put him in this movie to keep him as an active property for DC. Who knows? But y'all let me know. Besides that, the story would have been great if the characters could have pushed it through. Zatanna was amazing. I would like to see a movie with her by herself. I think she could have made this movie great without Constantine. They could have put some other Justice League characters in this movie to give her support. Because I think Boston Brand with her, who I don't know why he was in it. I thought he was Daredevil for a second, but I don't know why he was in it. It could have been Zatanna and my man Etrigran the Demon, and they could have had Batman and maybe John Stewart. That could have been the crazy like mix up of characters to go through this movie. It would have been great, and I think that could have been a dope idea. Maybe down the line they can make more of these movies with characters that we really don't get to see often and team them up with primary Justice League members and see where it goes. But for the sake of this movie, it wasn't my favorite. It's probably one of the least favorite movies. It's an hour and a half, not on my top list of the DC universe, and I think I'll probably make a list for you guys so you know what my favorites are, because it's a ton of them and they're really, really good. But this one was really, really bad. But you guys let me know down below what you think of this video, as well as the movie Justice League Dark. Maybe I'm being a little hard on it, maybe I'm not. But all in all, just let me know down below, and we'll keep these videos coming on Showdawee TV. Till next time, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Showdawee TV, out.